So Monday, you're going to have 3 of the lawmakers who protested
peacefully protested.
Who peacefully protested after the Nashville Covenant School shooting. Have any of the victims or the victims' families been invited to the White House?
I don't have anything to read out to you about any invite.
Why?
I just don't have anything at this time to read out to you any invite.
Joining me now, my friend Kira Davis, author of the book Drawing Lines. I love that Kira wades into culture war stuff in smart ways, because not many people do on our side. Kira, again, we all know the deal here, right? Some tranny nutball walks in a Christian school and massacres a bunch of Christians. The White House very clearly chose a side, and it's really that simple, isn't it? Everything else is just hand-wringing. That's really what it is.
No, that's exactly what it is, of course. I mean, you saw KJP when she was asked the question. I mean, she really dismissed it out of hand. She gave a short answer. She knew what Peter was getting at. And the answer is, of course, there's a reason why. Now, I'm glad it's being pointed out, but it's certainly not shocking. We are in an era where everything has been politicized, even the victimizing of innocent people. So yeah, this is a us and them battle. And I know a lot of people hate that because they don't want it to be us and them. You know, I don't want it to be us and them. I'd like it to just be us, America. But that's not the era we're living in. That's not where we are right now in our nation's history, unfortunately. And so, Jesse, you know, I'd rather it be us that win than them.
Amen. I don't know about you, Kira, but I hear, and I myself do this too when I'm with friends and family, I hear lamenting of that, and I'll lament it to my kids when I'm having these discussions with them, and I'll tell them that, look, I could watch TV on a Friday night, I could watch the ABC nightly news lineup, and it would be Family Matters and Full House, and, you know, shows with values, and you could have a couple laughs, and you'd see a commercial for Bud Light with actual men being men and women being women, and it would be okay, and now you can't do anything. You have to look up the newest gay Disney movie before you take your son there, and it sucks, but that's where we are.
It is where we are, but I don't think that the answer for conservatives is to retreat from the culture. It's actually why I wrote my book, because I think that, well, and we talk about this all the time, Jesse, that we're here because conservatives have retreated from the culture, and we have said, well, you know, we're a bit above that. We'll do policy. We'll do more white papers. We'll raise politicians and not artists. And the thing is that all of this stuff matters. You know, when we're looking at what happened in Tennessee and the ensuing reaction, the result of that, even in their own legislature, you know, the Democrats are messaging really well. They are harnessing the power of the internet, of influencers. Every time I see a conservative or a Republican complain about some TikTok influencer getting invited to the White House, I think to myself, that's exactly what the Republicans should be doing. Why aren't they doing this? The Republicans should be out right now throwing money at all of these people on TikTok, on Instagram, on Twitter with huge followings, and throwing money at them to throw around their influence. The Democrats are doing it, and they're doing it well. And that's why they can get away with inviting the people who represent the murderer of those Tennessee folks to the White House, but not invite the families and the co-workers of the victims to the White House.
Kira, you wrote a great piece about Bud Light and what happened with them Anheuser-Busch in general, because there are some interesting things at play here. Anheuser-Busch has traditionally not done a lot of that. All of a sudden, boom, it's tranny Bud Light. They get slaughtered in the market. People stop buying beer. Their VP of marketing is now gone bye-bye. But how could a company that's been around so long, I'm sure they have 1 million Harvard degrees working there, all kinds of smart people, how could a company that size make a mistake that even a moron like me could see coming a mile away?
Well, probably the problem is that they have 1 million Harvard degrees over there. That's those aren't the people who are in touch with the average Bud Light drinker. I don't know if you got to see a picture of Alyssa Heinerscheid. She's pictured there, but with the group at the VP, at the Bud Light marketing team, and it's all young, white, professionals. So you know exactly what their points of view are. You know exactly what their ideology is. But I found this really fascinating analysis of body language on YouTube. It's by a woman called Body Language Ghost, and she analyzes the body language in different viral interviews. And she analyzed the body language of this VP of marketing, Alyssa Heinerscheid, in an interview that she gave a few months ago. And in this interview, Alyssa says, you know, I was talking to my professional coach. Well, who is a professional coach? A professional coach is someone that elitist Karens hire to tell them what to do and think. And when you start listening to her talk about her professional coach, you actually start to hear where she's getting these ideas, how they're making it into her work. This professional coach is guiding her to sort of disrupt the system, to make a change, to make a difference. It used to be you went to work at a company like Anheuser-Busch to make money. Now you go there to make a change. And we're seeing the result of the change she's making. The other thing, Jesse, that I'll say this is that I had the opportunity to interview a corporate CEO once on my own show, Just Listen to Yourself, available wherever you get your podcasts. And I asked him, what's going on at the corporate level? Don't these guys want to make money? Who cares about the rest of the stuff? And he said that it used to be that the guys in the boardroom, the executives, they were the ones that made the decisions. But now HR makes the decisions, because HR has so much power over the boardroom. They can bring lawsuits. They can bring punishments down. They can bring down to bear some of the draconian government rules that have been passed. So HR is ruling the boardroom, but HR doesn't make anything or earn anything.
Yeah, the ultimate, like I've said 1,000 times, the most vicious, violent, evil person on the planet is the liberal white woman. And that is just a fact. Kira Davis, I can say that, you can't because you're black. Thank you, Kira. We'll talk to you tomorrow.
Bye.